Ladies and gentlemen, could you please rise for the entrance of the University of Saskatchewan 2018 Spring Convocation graduates?
Would the graduands please turn and face the stage? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Spring Convocation 2018. Would you please join our vocalist Angela Yurichanine in the singing of O Canada? Please be seated. Welcome once again to our graduands, distinguished guests, family and friends, and those who are watching on our live streaming service this morning. My name is Beth Bilson. I'm the university's secretary, and I now have the honor of introducing you to the members of the platform party that you see before you. So beginning in the front row on your right, Russ Eisinger, University Registrar, Patty McDougall, Vice Provost, Teaching, Learning and Student Experience, Karen Chad, Vice President, Research, Henry Gardapi, Traditional Knowledge Keeper, Jay Kalra, Member of the Board of Governors, Jackie Ottman, Vice Provost, Indigenous Engagement, Tony Vanelli, Provost and Vice President, Academic, President Peter Stoichev, Chancellor Roy Romano, Ross Petty, this morning's recipient of an honorary degree, Kent Stobart, Vice Dean Education, College of Medicine, who will be presenting the honorary degree recipient, Chad London, Dean of College of Kinesiology, Kish Wassan, Dean, College of Pharmacy and Nutrition, Doug Freeman, Dean, Western College of Veterinary Medicine, Trevor Crow, Dean, College of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies. In the second row, our orators, Shirley Haynes, Rick Devon, Catherine Coughlin. From the University Senate, Nadia Prokopchuk, Richard Mikolenko, Kathy Gable. Samtu Ufondu, Graduate Students Association Vice President, External. Kent Kowalski, Associate Dean Academic, College of Kinesiology. Liz Harrison, Associate Dean, School of Physical Therapy. Patricia Blakely, Associate Dean, Undergraduate Medical Education, College of Medicine. Yvonne Shevchuk, Associate Dean Academic, College of Pharmacy and Nutrition. Chris Clark, Associate Dean Academic, Western College of Veterinary Medicine. Jane Alcorn, Associate Dean, College of Pharmacy and Nutrition. And behind them, and I would ask them to stand, members of the faculty of the University of Saskatchewan. Would you please join me in expressing to all of these faculty, administration, and members of our governing bodies our thanks for the work they have done by supporting, teaching, and encouraging our graduates. We acknowledge the traditional territory of Treaty 6 and the homeland of the Métis on which we have gathered for this event. We pay our respects to the First Nations and Métis ancestors of this place and reaffirm our relationship with one another. Would you please stand as you are able for the honor song? Please be seated.
Good morning, everyone. It's wonderful to see so many people here today gathered to celebrate the incredible accomplishments of all the graduates who are going to be crossing this stage soon this morning. I want you to know that we do not dress like this when we go to work every day. Although some of us, like me, do dress like this when we go to get the mail early in the morning. Some student quipped to me yesterday coming across the stage that I could wear this at a Riders game. I'll think about it. Eminent Chancellor, graduates and families, honored guests, there are many people here today to be part of this moment in the University of Saskatchewan's history. And in particular, I want to acknowledge today's knowledge keeper, Henry Gardepy, on the stage in front of you. He's been here now for 7 ceremonies. Thank you very much, sir, for being here. It's extremely important. The Buffalo Boys drum group, whom you just heard sing that honors song, they've been singing that at every ceremony that we've had now for several years. It's a great tradition. It's meant to honor the graduands, and as they become graduates, their wonderful futures. our honorary degree recipient, Dr. Ross Petty, from whom you will be hearing shortly, and the orchestra playing for us today under the directorship of Darren Olerking. We're really fortunate to have an orchestra, and such a fine one, at this university. I also want to acknowledge the many faculty who are on the stage. Behind me, they are the core of this university. They've been leaders and mentors for so many of you who will graduate today. We're here to celebrate a milestone in the lives of the graduates who will soon cross this stage. We're proud of them. They're proud of what they've done. Life is richer when we collectively acknowledge success and hard work and rites of passage such as this one today. We're also here because this university has brought us together. A university is a wonderful thing, a great experiment in the ongoing conversation we call democracy. Universities are crucial participants in that conversation. We're so fortunate to be in Canada and to have the freedoms that we have here. Given the world we're in now, where it's difficult to separate out what's true and what's not true, where our future depends on knowledge and the correct use of it, where research holds the key to our greatest challenges, where free speech and informed speech are critical to our humanity, universities are needed more than they have ever been, and the University of Saskatchewan is needed more than it has ever been. What all of you crossing this stage today, strengthened with a University of Saskatchewan degree, go on to do with your lives will matter immensely to our collective futures. You did all the work. For the most part, you went to all of the classes, and I don't want to know about it today. You wrote the essays and the assignments and the exams, and you earned the right to be here in this moment. But you and I know that many others helped. So sometime today, if you haven't already, take the time to thank your spouses and partners, parents and grandparents, friends, brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, communities, elementary school teachers, high school teachers, the professors you appreciated, or the classmates who helped you out, because you don't achieve something this big without a lot of help along the way. Many graduates across this country are sitting in seats like you are, in auditoriums like this one right now, getting their university degrees. But I want to tell you that there is something special about a U of S degree, and it's because at this university we govern ourselves not just on the basis of what we want to be, but what the world needs us to be. The world needs cures for cancer, and we are the home of the cobalt-60 radiation therapy that revolutionized cancer treatment in 1951 and saved the lives of millions of cancer patients around the world. The small Acme machine and electric company just around the corner from us on Idlewild Drive built the casing. U of S medical researchers built the concept. Many thousands of patients were treated here over the next 20 years until it was replaced with newer technology in 1971. Millions of patients around the world. Sylvia Fedorik, who later became Saskatchewan's Lieutenant Governor and after that our Chancellor, was a graduate student at the U of S and a member of that project's team. Significant cancer research continues at the U of S, building on that world-famous history. The world needs thoughtful, educated, and humane leaders, and some of the country's most formative holders of high office got their degrees here. Among them are Prime Minister John Diefenbaker, Governor General Ray Natishian, premiers such as Scott Moe and our Chancellor Roy Romanow. All in all, 9 Canadian premiers have been students at the U of S. Many lieutenant governors of Saskatchewan, including Tom Malloy, a former U of S Chancellor, and of other provinces, including Ontario's current Lieutenant Governor Elizabeth Dowdeswell. Many Canadian ambassadors to countries around the world, including the honorary degree recipient earlier this week, Len Edwards, dozens of high-ranking public servants in Ottawa, such as Gordon Thiessen, former Governor of the Bank of Canada, Aboriginal leaders, like our previous Chancellor Blaine Fayvel, former Chief of the FSIN, and Joseph Cuisance, who began the Saskatoon Tribal Council, and receives an honorary degree this afternoon. He served 3 terms as chief. The world needs groundbreaking researchers who change how we understand the world we live in. And people who went on to receive Nobel Prizes were here. One was chemistry graduate student Henry Taube, who received it in 1983. Another Nobel laureate from the U of S was Gerhard Hertzberg, who was offered a position in physics in 1935 by our first president, Walter Murray, to escape Nazi Germany when no other university on this continent had the vision or the humanity to offer him one. Hertzberg won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1971. The world needs great writers, and writers such as Sharon Butala, who wrote Perfection of the Morning, and 3-time Governor General's Award winner Guy Vanderhaeghe were here. Hilda Neatby, who wrote the controversial book on Canadian education, So Little for the Mind. Gail Bowen, author of 23 novels and plays and just awarded the Saskatchewan Order of Merit. William Deverell, one of Canada's greatest crime novelists. The world needs open-minded, courageous, and compassionate members of the justice sector, and we have graduated many. Supreme Court Justice Emmett Hall was a student here, a law school classmate of John Diefenbaker's, and Diefenbaker later became our chancellor. Justice Hall's report for the 1964 Royal Commission on National Health Care Services recommended Canada adopt Saskatchewan's public health insurance model. In it, he wrote that the only thing more expensive than good health care is no health care. Emmett Hall later became Chancellor of the U of S. Roy Romano, another law school alumnus and now our Chancellor, authored in 2002 the only other Royal Commission on the Future of Healthcare in Canada. These aren't only examples of justice in action, they're examples of social justice in action. The world needs great athletes and coaches, and Olympian Sandra Schmerler, Coach Lyle Sanderson, track athlete Diane Jones-Konahowski, NHL coaches Mike Babcock and Dave King were at the U of S. In fact, recently 4 of the NHL's head coaches were student athletes here with Huskies hockey. And we think again of the athletes and leaders and those supporting them who lost their lives in the Humboldt Broncos tragedy, some of whom were U of S students, and who put in perspective for us what a privilege it is to be here today, celebrating the beautiful futures of our young people. The world needs peace, sometimes hard-fought peace. And in this, the 100th anniversary of the end of the First World War, I'm reminded of the 345 U of S students, faculty, and staff who enlisted in it. 69 sacrificed themselves in the line of duty. They're commemorated on the university's memorial gates on College Drive. More than 100 more were wounded, and 35 were awarded medals of valor. The university gave so many brave soldiers to the cause that the College of Engineering closed its doors for the 1916-17 academic year, when the faculty, staff, and students enlisted en masse. More U of S soldiers were killed in the war than graduated from here in 1918. Exactly 100 years ago from this convocation we are celebrating together today. These are examples of what I mean when I say that we're the university the world needs. Now in our second century, enjoying a time of peace secured here by those who went before us and by the accomplishments of our alumni and faculty, we are seen as a research leader in the country, with Canada's only synchrotron, where we pioneered how to produce medical isotopes without using a nuclear reactor. There is a huge national and international demand for these isotopes due to the closure of Chalk River just a few weeks ago. And our cyclotron is now providing medical isotopes to RUH instead of bringing them in from southern Ontario, a fitting homage to that cobalt-60 work that was done here over half a century ago. The world needs to provide food to its rapidly growing population. In order to meet the world's food needs, agricultural productivity needs to almost double. Our Global Institute for Food Security is helping do just that. The world needs to understand the reasons for droughts and floods to safeguard our communities against tragedies such as recent ones in Calgary, Houston, New Brunswick, BC, and here in Saskatchewan. Our Global Institute for Water Security, the largest university-led water security research center in the world, is doing just that. These two institutes are also examples of how we bring together different parts of the university to work on global problems. With 17 colleges and graduate schools, we have more than any Canadian university of our size. This is a crucial feature of who we are, because although we do not know what the solutions are to the challenges that we face today, we do know this, that they're not going to be solved by a single researcher in a single discipline, but by many people from many disciplines working together. We are poised to help do just that with faculty like the ones on the stage before you, who are at the cutting edge of research in kinesiology, medicine, pharmacy and nutrition, and veterinary medicine. All these things matter. They demonstrate why we're one of the top 15 research-intensive universities in the country and why the U of S leads all Canada's 96 universities when it comes to the per capita economic impact on the surrounding region. They demonstrate how we make our province, Canada, and the world a better place. Saskatoon, too. Great cities need and deserve great universities. A strong relationship between the two is crucial, and we're fortunate to have one with the City of Saskatoon, a formal partnership that is the first of its kind in Canada between a major university and the city that it's in. I say all of this to emphasize that the U of S degree you've worked hard to receive today has tremendous value. Many employers tell me that when they see an application from a U of S grad, it gets special attention because the quality of the university is so high and because of its graduates' work ethic that's part of our prairie roots, and also because you haven't just learned one particular area of study, you've learned how to transfer what you've learned in one discipline into what's needed in another. You've learned about excellence, and excellence is a transferable skill. Why does that matter? Because we will all need to be able to solve problems we can't even imagine today. Saskatchewan's future will depend upon it. The world's will. 44% of the available jobs in this province, 44% require the skills and knowledge that a university education provides, but only 25% of Saskatchewan's workforce has a university education. This underscores the critical importance of investing in higher education and the fact that we are a crucial part of the province's future success. The U of S is a leader in helping Saskatchewan stay ahead of the innovation curve. Without our kind of research and teaching, there is no innovation. And without innovation, there's a diminished future for all of us. So now, more than ever before, we all need people with degrees like yours, from a university like yours, to help build a more sustainable world, a more equitable world, a world with the courage to embrace diversity. And I'm proud that we now have students from 109 countries attending the U of S. And many of those countries are represented by graduates here today. The world also needs us to be a country that responds to the work of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, because as its chair, Senator Murray Sinclair, stated here at the U of S just over 2 years ago, education is the key to reconciliation. I'm grateful that the U of S is seen in this country as a participant, not a bystander, in building reconciliation. And this year we have more Indigenous students at our university than ever before in our history. In 1915, Annie Mackay became the first Indigenous student to graduate from here. She went on to work at the university for 44 years. At this week's ceremonies, almost 400 Indigenous students will graduate. This year, more than 3,100 Indigenous students are enrolled at the U of S. That's up 28% over the last 5 years. We have 50 Indigenous faculty members and more than 200 Indigenous staff, more than any university in this country. We are at a time when the country faces the greatest cultural challenge and opportunity of its history. Being the university the world needs today means committing to reconciliation, to reconciliation, not to supplant traditional Western understanding, but to enrich it, acknowledge thousands of years of deep learning that occurred here long prior to it, and give all students a more informed and ultimately more compassionate understanding of the world, knowing that the measure of a civilization is its compassion, not its ability to consume. Achieving all this will take a strategic mixture of patience and impatience, and will take time, and kinesiology, medicine, pharmacy and nutrition, and veterinary medicine have all contributed. But as Walter Murray wrote to a friend in 1908 when traveling here to begin his work as our first president, we are building for centuries. So in the end, what's all this that you're achieving today about? Really, only you can answer that for yourself. But part of it is about being able to contribute to your community, this province, this country, the world, to be a person the world needs in your own right. For me, it has always been about a passion for the idea of a university, a radical experiment in human culture, a place where we learn to be humble servants of a democratic society and respectful critics of it, where we can be building for centuries. For the Annie Mackays, Roy Romanows, John Diefenbakers, Gerhard Hertzbergs, Hilda Neatbys, Sharon Butalas, Emmett Halls, Sylvia Fedoricks, and Ross Pettys of the world, it was about something else. None of them, while at university, knew exactly where they were headed, but they knew to listen for a passion to follow, and that became an endless journey. For you, it will be something else. Doesn't matter exactly what it is, but be passionate and compassionate about it and use it for good. With that, my congratulations to the classes of 2018, and I'll be proud to shake your hands as you cross this stage this morning. Thank you very much.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present to you Dr. Ross Petty. Good morning, Chancellor Romanow, President Stoichev, graduates, distinguished guests, parents and family, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Kent Stobart, and I have the pleasure and the privilege of serving at the College of Medicine's Vice Dean of Education. It is my honor today to present Dr. Ross Petty, Professor Emeritus in the Department of Pediatrics, Faculty of Medicine, University of British Columbia, and on staff at BC Children's Hospital in Vancouver. As a physician, administrator, and researcher, he has improved the lives of countless children with rheumatic disease. We recognize Dr. Petty for his impressive career, outstanding contributions to child health, and dedicated service in the field of medicine. Dr. Petty lived in Payton, Saskatchewan, on the Yellowhead Highway as you head out to Lloydminster. He completed his medical degree training at the University of Saskatchewan. He started his postgraduate training at the Royal University Hospital in Saskatoon, moving to Ann Arbor, Michigan to finish his studies in pediatric rheumatology. He then earned a PhD in immunology at the Institute of Child Health at the University of London. From the University of Michigan, he moved to the University of Manitoba and then on to the University of British Columbia, where he has practiced since. Dr. Petty has an esteemed academic record, over 160 invited presentations, 200 peer-reviewed publications. He is author of 55 chapters in a variety of books on pediatric rheumatology. He has co-edited the seminal reference textbook in the field of pediatric rheumatology. He has served as the editor of several rheumatology journals. He has supervised 50 subspecialty residents and fellows in pediatric rheumatology. He was a founding member of the Canadian Pediatric Rheumatology Association. As a distinguished researcher and clinician, Dr. Petty has devoted his career to the improving the lives of children affected with rheumatic disease. He established the first formal academic training program in pediatric rheumatology in Canada at the University of Manitoba, and later headed the Division of Rheumatology at British Columbia Children's Hospital. A respected authority, he has been widely sought after for his insight and clinical judgment at home and abroad. In recognition of Dr. Petty's leadership, he has been awarded the James T. Cassidy Award in the American Academy of Pediatrics, the Distinguished Rheumatologist Award by the Canadian Rheumatology Association. He is an honorary member of the German Pediatric Society. He has received 3 awards from the American College of Rheumatology, including recognition as a Master of the American College of Rheumatology, one of the highest honors that college bestows. Dr. Petty is also a member of the Order of Canada and a recipient of the Queen Elizabeth II Diamond Jubilee Medal. I have personally benefited from Dr. Petty's mentorship and support. As a first-year pediatrics resident at BC Children's Hospital, Dr. Petty was an influential support and a guide in my decision to pursue an academic career. Dr. Petty, we at the University of Saskatchewan and the College of Medicine are proud of what you have accomplished. In recognition of your outstanding achievement in the clinical sciences, I am honored to say to Eminent Chancellor, I present Dr. Ross Petty and ask that you confer on him the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa.
I'll just read it out there. I'll read it out here. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of the province, and with the consent of the Senate of this university, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa, and invest you with all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Good morning. It is a great honor for me to be here receiving a degree with all of you. Many years since I sat in your position. I don't have the eloquence of President Stoichev, unfortunately for you, but I do have a few words that I hope you will find of some interest at least. First of all, however, congratulations to the graduates. This is a momentous occasion, and you have achieved this milestone, I know, through hard work, self-denial, and focus. You've put off a lot of things that you would have preferred to do, to study, pass exams, but here you've done it. Congratulations also to the parents and the families and the friends who have supported you. It's a proud day for all of you. As President Stoichev said, we all have people we should thank for what we have been able to achieve. And I have many people to thank. First of all, I wish to express my thanks to the University of Saskatchewan, which provided me with a solid education from 1958, can you believe it, to 1967. The growth in size and diversity of the U of S since that time is truly astonishing to me. Many of the faculties represented here today were not in existence when I was a student, and the growth and diversity of this university has taken place thanks to the foresight of the faculty of the university, its administration, and of course to the support of the people of Saskatchewan who have provided assistance and support unstintingly for this university. So now you, your fellow graduates, and people from elsewhere in Canada and around the world are able to obtain a first-class education here in Saskatoon. It is a marvelous achievement. Second, I am grateful and humbled by the unexpected honor conferred upon me today. I'm really, in so many ways, undeserving and improbable, one might say. When I received the email from the university secretary informing me of the honor, my first thought, honestly, was, this is like the Academy Awards last year. They gave the award to the wrong picture for the best picture of the year. But I guess I got this gown on today, so I must have been wrong about that reaction. But truly, I'm very honored, and I thank you. Again, I owe so much to so many people who directed or redirected my path to this podium. My mother, a school teacher, and my father, a farmer, always encouraged my educational aspirations. My father joking that I wasn't smart enough to make a living without an education. At least I think he was joking. I've never been quite sure. My wife, Burl, who is here today, a social worker in gerontology, has selflessly supported my academic passion and raised our two wonderful children, Jason and Allison, who couldn't be here today, unfortunately, because they live in the nether regions of the planet, like Australia. Other major influences in my professional development include Dean of Medicine Wendell McLeod, who persuaded me that I really did want to be a physician when I had serious doubts about that. And to Professor John Gerard, who was head of the Department of Pediatrics, a great inspiration together with his colleagues that led me certainly into the field of pediatrics. Also to Doctors Jim Cassidy and Danita Sullivan, my mentors in Ann Arbor, who opened a new door for me and showed me the excitement and challenge and the art and science of pediatric rheumatology. And last but not least, to Professor Michael Stewart, who was my PhD advisor in London and who did his very best to turn me into a bench scientist. Partly achieved, but my heart has always been in clinical medicine. To them and to many others, teachers, colleagues past and present, and friends, I am deeply indebted. I'm also grateful for a transformative experience which I had many summers during my time working at Camp Easter Seal. Some of you may have had that experience already. If so, we could have a reunion after this is over. There I met Burl, who's also a graduate of the U of S, and gained a life partner. We've been married now for 53 years and 2 days. There I also discovered my love of pediatrics and an appreciation of the challenges faced by children and youth with disabilities and chronic disease and by their parents. And I also discovered the strength and determination of the human will to overcome adversity. This experience undoubtedly led me into the field that I've spent my life working in, pediatric rheumatology. I've given hundreds of lectures in my life, all of them easier than this one, I must say. It's the first time I've had the chance to speak to graduates and parents at a convocation. But being an educator all my life, I thought I would continue your education today by speaking a little bit more about something I do know something about, childhood rheumatic diseases. Sorry if you thought classes were over, but bear with me, this won't last long. I dare say that many of you are thinking, I didn't know that children got arthritis. It's an all too common response. Childhood rheumatic diseases are a diverse group of disorders of unknown origin, unknown pathogenesis, that may affect virtually any tissue or organ in the body, but particularly the joints. The most common member of this family is called juvenile idiopathic arthritis, JIA. It seldom kills, fortunately, but it very often leads to limitation of physical and social functioning and may last a lifetime. Remembering that the peak age at onset of the most common kind of chronic arthritis in childhood is between the ages of 2 and 4 years. These are not little old ladies. These are very young children. It is estimated that there are at least 250 children in this province who have some form of chronic arthritis. And in the world, the whole world, the rough estimate is that there may be as many as 8 million children with chronic arthritis. And 90% of those children do not have the benefit of expert medical care, of physical therapy, of kinesiology, pharmacies, and so on. They're essentially untreated. And this leads them to a life of pain, misery, and lifelong dependence. We are fortunate in this country to have unequaled access to medical care for children with rheumatic disease. And much of the credit for that goes not to a physician, but to a school teacher, Mary Pack. She was a teacher in the Vancouver school system who taught homebound students, and one of her students had severe juvenile idiopathic arthritis. Perplexed by the lack of expert care for her student, this was back in the late 40s, early 50s, Mary, and recognizing the problem well beyond her scope as a teacher, she recognized the problem, did something about it. She started the Canadian Arthritis and Rheumatism Society, now called the Arthritis Society. Without Mary Pack's concern and compassion for others, and the courage to go beyond the area in which she was an expert, heavens knows what would have happened. She founded the Arthritis Society, and I think without her determination and the Society's support, we would not be able to see the excellence in clinical care, education, and research in pediatric rheumatology, which is really world-leading. In the developed world that we live in here, fortunately, the outlook for children with arthritis has improved dramatically in the last, well, probably in the last 20 years, but certainly in the last 10 years. For two reasons. One, the pharmacologists have invented new drugs that do very specific, meaningful things to control inflammation. And two, there's been the development of a level of expertise among physicians, therapists, pharmacists, that did not exist before and which is accessible now to children with these diseases. But the fight is not yet won. We can control this disease most often, but we cannot yet cure it. In the less developed world, where most of the world's children live, the story continues to be much less optimistic. Among the causes of JIA, genetics undoubtedly plays a big role, as it does in arthritis, which occurs in other species. But it's not the entire answer. Why do children get this disease? We simply do not yet know. But Saskatchewan can proudly point to the fact that a leader in the worldwide search for answers to this question is Dr. Alan Rosenberg, who's head of the Division of Pediatric Rheumatology here in Saskatoon at the Royal University Hospital. Lesson's over. By your hard work and your perseverance, and with the good fortune of having your parents' genes, not to say their material support, and the learning environment provided by the University of Saskatchewan, you enjoy a privileged position in society to which many others can only aspire. But learning is lifelong. I just hopefully taught something this morning, so you never get away from it. There's so much to learn, so much to discover, beyond even what you already know from your years of study. And knowledge, fantastic, but it's not wisdom. Knowledge is the gateway to wisdom, and you will gain wisdom through experience. Pass it on. As well-educated men and women, you have the opportunity and the responsibility, as President Stoichev said, to make this country and the world a better place. I encourage you to pursue your careers with energy and passion, but not to neglect the world beyond your professions. Like Mary Pack, when you see a problem, do something about it. Use your privileged position to push forward the struggle of the disadvantaged in Canada and around the world. Look around you, look at your neighbors, look at yourselves. You will change the world. Graduates, enjoy today, enjoy the fruits of your labors as you launch into your professions. Your next adventure will, I'm sure, be very fulfilling. Parents, your sons and daughters are launched. Be prepared to be amazed. Thank you.
Eminent Chancellor, Mr. President, members of the University Senate and Board, I present to you the petition of the Council of this university that the candidates to be named, having fulfilled all the requirements of the bylaws, may, with your permission, be admitted to the degrees, diplomas, and certificates to which they are entitled.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of this province, and with the consent of the Council of this university, I consent to admit you to the degrees, diplomas, and certificates to which you are entitled, and to vest you with all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto.
So hello, graduands. I'm sure you've been wondering what you're supposed to do now. I'm going to ask you to move over that way towards the stage, not all at once, of course. When you are moving on the stage towards this first podium, if you could turn and face the audience and face the photographer, someone will put a hood over your shoulders, then you can proceed to the first podium, and you will have a card or cards to hand to the orator who will announce your name. And once your name has been announced, and this is critical because this is the moment at which you will become a graduate of the University of Saskatchewan, you proceed across the stage and shake hands with the Chancellor in the center here. In case you didn't know which one was him. And then you can proceed across the stage and you'll be greeted by the President, and then you can be given a parchment by your dean or the associate dean of your college. And if you would say cheese in that direction, because there will be a picture of you and your dean, and then you can proceed down the stairs and return to your seat. So if the graduates in the first row will get up and move towards the stage.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Kinesiology, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology. I present to you Bailey Brianne Adair with distinction. Kevin Michael Arkansas. Luigi Sabanisa Bequeo with distinction. Christopher James Barash with great distinction. Sejal Rajpal Bhargava, honors and great distinction. Kyra Caitlin Bingham with distinction. Brandy Blahut with honors and great distinction. Zachary James Betker with great distinction. Shaylin Macy Bolton. Georgina Dawn Borchmeyer. Tyler John Borchmeyer with distinction. Kelsey Lynn Boy. Jessica Brishaw with great distinction. Kaya Loren Shiverton. Kimberly Shichin Chung, with great distinction. Wyatt Emerson Cowell, with great distinction. Madison Jewel DeCorby, with great distinction. Kimberly Dice, with great distinction. Colton Brian Duder, with great distinction. Chloe Alexandra Durand, with distinction. Haley Morgan Enns, with great distinction. Madison Ray Epp. Hillary Elizabeth Penner Fast, with great distinction. Jordan Ty Funk, with distinction. Lane Gerling, with distinction. Matthew Braden Grzybowski. Luke Graham Gunter, with great distinction. Nicholas Byron Hallgrimson, with distinction. Susan Kelsey Hamilton. Kennedy Brett Harris, with distinction. Emily Harwood Johnson, with honors and great distinction. Dara Brooke Hogan. Lila May Hedayat, with honors and great distinction. Reese Mitchell Herman, with honors and great distinction. Sydney Michelle Hesselberg, with great distinction. Mitchell Chad Morgan Hillis, with distinction. Kelsey Hurl. Catherine Jane Hishka, with distinction. Caitlin Jade Inglis, with great distinction. Kira Nicole Ives, with honors and great distinction. Desiree Adelia Johnson. Megan Elizabeth Keene. Jennifer Carrig, with great distinction. Jessica Marie Keller. Kara Dawn Kokoski. Morgan Grant Corte, with honors and great distinction. Erica Taylor Kripp, with great distinction. Brett Darren Leclerc. Jolyn Curtis Lingelbach, with distinction. Kendra Janae McDonald, with great distinction. Rachel Paulette Memmer, with great distinction. Nikki Ann Martins, with distinction. Maria Danielle Matovich, with distinction. Mitchell David Trace McCammond. Kaylee Ann McDonald, with great distinction. Kaylee Wallace McNeil, with distinction. Shahar Banho Mehdi. Alexander James Migno. Jennifer May Miller. Braden Maynard Mitchell, with great distinction. Julia Rosa Muir, with distinction. Claire Colleen Murchison, with great distinction. Hannah Phyllis Murray, with honors and great distinction. Justin Matthew Neher. Benjamin Taylor Nya, with distinction. Solomon Christopher Ya Nyame, with great distinction. Lindsay Jane Penner, with great distinction. Jaslyn Brooke Parahudoff, with great distinction. Tessia May Filipenko, with honors and great distinction. Nicole Elise Rappin, with honors and great distinction. Molly Megan Rayner, with great distinction. Braden Donald Rossum. Chase Samuel, with great distinction. Chelsea Ann Schuler. Alexandra Jane Shervin, with honors and great distinction. Derek Blair Simonson, with great distinction. Curtis Smeding. McKinley Corey Smith, with honors and great distinction. Hannah Eileen Sorosky, with distinction. Jamie Lynn Sawa, with great distinction. Josie Cecile Stan, with great distinction. Carly Victoria Stang, with distinction. Nicole Tanner, with distinction. Shaylin Ann Thiessen. Kate Emily Thompson, with honors and great distinction. Cassandra Renelle Thorvaldson, with distinction. Brennan Robert Tomporowski. Haley Dawn Tyndall, with honors and great distinction. Ashton Melanie Unger, with honors and great distinction. Laszlo Jonathan Vesey, with great distinction. Susan Claire Walsh, with great distinction. Navin Udeka Wanasundara. J. Marie Workington, with honors and great distinction. Cassidy Joe Welligan, with distinction. Haley Katharina Westman, with distinction. Brett Kerrigan Weeb, with great distinction. Aaron John Willems, with great distinction. Damon Jens Zorek. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars from the College of Kinesiology and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Science. I present to you Corey P. Eddington.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of the College of Medicine, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Doctor of Medicine. I present to you Nafa Omar Abu Omar. Brittany Cara Albrecht. Jordan Dale Anderson. Alyssa Ariel Antea. Robert Troy Appleton. Thank you. Andrew Stephan Arndt. Ariane Ashu. Joanna Banashek. Rachet Bata. Candina Maria Beauravage. Eric Truman Bortolotti. Eric Gordon Brenner. Josh Daniel Butcher. Abdallah Asif Butt. Brandon Ray Canaday. Isaac Timothy Chevelday. Jake Choi. Lisette Elizabeth Christofferson. Matthew Austin Clark. Geneviève Desiree Coutu. Danny Dieppe. Andrew Jordan Donauer. How you doing? Christopher Elias Durr. Levi Allen Ferber. Hillary Lane Gable. Reed Tyrell Gillanders. Dylan Cassidy Ginter. Riley Allen Glue. Lexus Blair Gordon. Justine Catherine Greer. Rachel Marie Head. Jihan Henney. Kimberly Rose Higgins. Kelsey Colleen Hinther. Elizabeth Ray Hogewide. Rebecca Elizabeth Marie Hoyland. Stefan Hanjay. Caitlin Elizabeth Howe. Joshua Scott Howie. Christian William Hunseth. Tanner Jeffrey Eisinger. Patrick Ethan Jacobson. Leah Amy Carnes. Ashton Brianne Nicole Krzyzanowski. Tanner Edward Lang. Andrew George Leach. Kelsey Jean Levens. Youngso Lee. Sarah Kaylee Lawrence. Jade Michael Jonathan Lukenchuk. Janessa Gabrielle Mann. Caitlin Angelica Mayerly. Sorry. Krisha Charlotte McLaren. Daniel John Meyer. Cora Gail Mirasty. Joel Johnston Mulder. Dustin John Noble. Kira Ann Nios Runz. Amanda Dawn Oro. Larissa Padiachi. Dveep Dayat Parek. Anoki Patel. Peyton Ali Peterson. Brett Cameron Floof. Jeffrey Poon. Michael Prodenak. Moaz Rashad. Nolan Kent Rao. Anna Marie Redekop. Paul D. Robinson. Jefferson Thomas Scott. Cody Bain Watson Secord. Love Sharadbai Shah. Marshall Lane Siemens. Yung Won Son. Landon Christopher Tam. Colby Trent Taylor. Galilee Ruth Winona Thompson. Yasmin Tarabi. Luke Nicholas Taranich. Nicole Ashley Tominski. Jacques Van Heerden. Ryan Bruce Verity. Aidan Robert Voot. Lisa Shan Wang. Kayleen Emily Wingert. Melody Elise Wong. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars from the College of Medicine and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Science. I present to you Olasoji Olakunle Awoyera. Jeremy Davin Seiberling Marshall. Shamin Sultana. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Pharmacy and Nutrition, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nutrition. I present to you Aline Bergloff. Harley Larae Dorr. Annika Jennifer Kolar Forcier. Amanda Jean Garretts with great distinction. Laurel Goshawk. Justine Catherine Hurley with distinction. Lauren Maureen Capan. Rianne Jean Lewandowski. Allison Mary Little. Alexa Janae McEwen with great distinction. Kelsey Renee Naputai with distinction. Sydney Beverly Ronick. Kristen Ingrid Schott. Rebecca May Soy. Jeffrey Michael Sawankason. Alexander Weston Terry. April Catherine Helen White. Tegan Kiana Wilson. Wan Zhu. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Pharmacy and Nutrition, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy. I present to you Alawabukunmi Folashadi Adeshana with great distinction. Elizabeth K. Allen with distinction. Stefano Barilaro. Clay James Barnson. Elise Antoinette Beckett. Shunif Bimji. Rebecca Lee Ann Block. Thank you. Thomas Stephen Brownlee with distinction. Jessica Lee Bittner. Dylan Nicholas Carlos. Thank you. Lizelle Contreras. Caitlin Coons with great distinction. Thank you. Clark Cousins. Alana Marie Craig with distinction. Kevin Dang. Catherine Marie Demong. Alexis Dawn Dryden. Braden Robert Edmonds. Ethan Andrew Emsley with distinction. Nicholas Anthony Fattori. Kiera Joran Quine Finde. Kelly Dean Emmanuel Fitterer with great distinction. Aileen Megan Garapi. Sarah Hetty Greening with distinction. Rizmak Ong Gumpak with distinction. Kelsey Ada Halstead. Amber Haniff. Christiana Marie Hodgins. Danton Burke Holman. Jean Huang. Safa Wasim Iftikhar. Damida Ijaz. Miriam Kasimi. Jordan Lane Kolesnikov with distinction. Feruzi Kashan Damgoli. Janelle Kraft with distinction. Brittany Elizabeth Lang with distinction. Alisa Kiku Lam. Jessica Erin Landstadt with great distinction. Lucia Margaret Lemieux with distinction. Emily Ann Luchuk. Melissa Lois Deanne Mann. Becca Gail Matthews. Caitlin May Meyer. Kelsey Elizabeth Morgan with distinction. Thank you. Michael Muller with distinction. Roya Nabi. Kathleen Ann Newdorf. Erin Elizabeth Neville with distinction. Katrina Wynn. Roberta Lynn Marie Panchuk. Shelby Brooklyn Flansner with distinction. Kelsey Dawn Powell. Taylor May Peterson Reish with great distinction. Jessica Marie Redding. Mackenzie Claire Riley. Yeonju Rowe. Ashley Catherine Rood with great distinction. Rebecca Nicole Sellinger with distinction. Paige A. Schiller. Kendra Dawn Sigfusson. Shay Lee Smith with distinction. Amy Sapalo with distinction. Lindsay Marie Saint Amount with distinction. Cassandra Jocelyn Stahl with great distinction. Nadine Ann Thompson with distinction. Adam Tomasovich. Kali Amanda Toth. Did I get it right? Laura Lee Toth. Caitlin Ashley Mackenzie Tress. Miranda Ray Turnbull. Very good. Logan McLean Underwood with distinction. Haley Madison Williams. Cynthia Sina Wong. Matthew Kwesi Yaboa. Stephanie Marie Zimmer with distinction.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars from the College of Pharmacy and Nutrition and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Science. I present to you Layla Mohammed Asa Abubakar. Catherine Leslie Ford. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the Western College of Veterinary Medicine, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Doctor of Veterinary Medicine. I present to you Dawala Abiwikrama. Amberlynn Elizabeth Backwell, with distinction. Ian Harry Barnes. Alex Kinwing Wu. Brianne Yingnan Cheng. Erin Ashley Siko. Rachel Marie Cordis, with distinction. April Kathleen Crump. Kelsey Page Cunningham. Samantha Maria Demo. Shay Michelle Deschanel. Jordan DeWalt, with distinction. Timothy William Harrison Donahue. Rochelle Ann Eager, with distinction. Kathy Elhin. Candice Lynn Farrar. Kimberly Fillmore, with distinction. Megan Denise Forgan, with great distinction. Larissa Ann Goldsmith, with great distinction. Jonathan Allen Grass. Jose Anne Gregoire. Jacqueline Melanie Aaron Harrison, with distinction. Kirsten Victoria Henderson. Tracy Lauren Henderson. Carlene L. Hofer, with great distinction. Willow Gale Holmes. Veronica Izadorczyk. Carrie Lewis Johnson Escobedo. Jill Nicole Keogan. Colby Klein. Taryn L. Klein. Cheyenne Veronica Knight. Claudia Louise Koch. Alexina Nicole Lebrec. Emily Elizabeth Lanigan. Carmen May Ladovich. Sarah Hope Leontowicz. Danica Rianne Lucashin. Megan McLeod. Sasha Amy Malkowski. Daniel James McClare. Jocelyn Ann McKenzie. Carissa Dawn Mitchell, with distinction. Excuse me. Aaron Christopher Moy. Rebecca Ann Mycock. Christine Mysick. Neil Nyberg, with distinction. Shannon Irene Palmer. Danielle Joan Palmer-Deuce, with distinction. Jessica Paravicini, with great distinction. Jennifer Irene Palsha. Reza Perot, with distinction. Leah Marie Jean Pryor, with distinction. Lauren L. Reddies. Kirsty Tanner Rissling. Taryn Roberts, with distinction. Patrick James Robertson. Chloe Ellis Rollick. Gwen Roy. Jillian Emma Rusnick. Gregory Scott Roos. Danica Schaus. Robin Stewart Stevens. Kayla Michelle Stinn, with distinction. Mary Elizabeth Timonen. Laurent A. Track. Constance Marie Tuck. Emily Amy Wade. Morgan Warwick. Ashton Eleni Wikra Maratni. Alexa Wilson, with distinction. Julianne Carey Bennett Wilson. Kristen Nicole Wilson. Danica Dawn Wilkowski. Elaine Wu, with distinction. Julia Emily Wyatt. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars from the Western College of Veterinary Medicine and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Science. I present to you Kazal Krishna Ghosh, Yolanda Nicole Chantel Verhoof, Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you this scholar from the Western College of Veterinary Medicine and ask that you will confer on her the degree of Master of Veterinary Science. I present to you Tila Lee Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, it is customary at the University of Saskatchewan that after being admitted to their degree, our PhD graduates will be met by their supervisor and escorted to join the platform party in a symbolic welcome to a global community of scholars. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I present to you Anjuman Ara, Carla Jane Horvey, Paul Pound Raj Ayanar, Sheikh Tasnim Jahan, Ruben Zhao, Stacy Donnell Lovo Grona, Zhaoji Luan, Manish Mishra, Olawafemi Oluwole. Alexandra Lynn Stoddard. Bara Thikimar Velalar Mararutha Chalam. Please join me in congratulating these graduates on their certificates and degrees.
Eminent Chancellor, in the name of the faculties, I ask you to grant the degrees, diplomas, and certificates in absentia to those students who have met the requirements to graduate but were not able to be present today.
At the request of the faculties, I authorize these degrees, diplomas, and certificates to be granted.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the College of Pharmacy and Nutrition and outstanding faculty and staff, I'm Dean Wassam, by the way, I have the pleasure and honor to, definitely the college knows who I am, and I don't have glowing shoes, sorry. On behalf of the college, I have the pleasure to present two outstanding distinguished awards. The first one is the Robert Martin Prize for the Most Distinguished Graduate in 2018. So, Your Honor, Eminent Chancellor, Mr. President, Provost Finelli, platform guests, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Kelly Dean Emanuel Fitterer. Kelly, come on out. The 2018 recipient of the Robert Martin Prize, awarded annually to the most distinguished graduate in the Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy degree program, is Kelly Fitterer. This award is provided by the Saskatchewan College of Pharmacy Professionals in honor of the late Robert Martin, a pioneer pharmacist in Western Canada and the first registrar of both the Northwest Territories Pharmaceutical Association and the Saskatchewan Pharmaceutical Association. Kelly also receives the Saskatchewan College of Pharmacy Professionals Gold Medal, which is awarded annually to the most distinguished pharmacy graduate. That's awesome, Kelly. Congratulations. Woo! Kelly grew up on a grain farm near Maple Creek, Saskatchewan, and graduated from Maple Creek Composite School in 2013, where he was awarded the Governor General's Bronze Academic Medal. He was introduced to the practice of pharmacy by two U of S alumni with Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy degrees, his sister, Alicia Federer, and the late Bob Lansdall, for whom Kelly worked in the summer before entering pharmacy school. Kelly has been the recipient of numerous scholarships and awards both at the college and university level, recognizing his academic excellence. In addition, he was voted most valuable classmate by his peers in 2016-2017 academic year. I don't think I would ever win an award like that there, Kelly, so that's great. He is receiving the Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy degree with great distinction, and he would like to extend a special thank you to his parents, Debbie and Carrie Fitterer, for their undying support throughout his academic career. He would also like to thank retired science teacher, Mr. Louis Bevan. I think that's a great gesture. It builds on what President Stoichev said, for sure, for his role in setting the stage for his post-secondary academic success. Kelly will be working as a community pharmacist in South Country Co-op in Medicine Hat. I'm sure his friends and family are particularly proud of his academic accomplishments, as we certainly are. Congratulations, Kelly. I'm going to give you a gold medal a little bit later. Can we give you a look over here? Together? All right. Take care. Second, I get to present the Rudder Medal of 2018. I finally got that right, Gordzello. I said Rudder, not Rutter or whatever, so I finally did it this year. Your Honor, Eminent Chancellor, President Stoichev, Provost Finelli, platform guests, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Alexis McEwen. Alexa. The Rudder Medal is given in honor and memory of Professor Emeritus Ethel Rudder, is awarded to the most distinguished graduate in nutrition, recognizing both scholarship and leadership. The recipient of the Rudder Medal for 2018 is Alexis McEwen. Alexa grew up on a farm near Francis, Saskatchewan, where she dedicated much of her time to her studies, dance, and piano lessons, and volunteering in her community. By pitching in on the family farm, Alexa became well acquainted with the production of food. But it wasn't until university that she discovered the field of nutrition and how that food she helped to grow can work to nourish the body. Alexa contributed to the campus community by volunteering with the Peer Assistant Learning Structured Studies Session Program, the University of Saskatchewan Students' Union Food Center and Student Council, and by holding positions with the Saskatchewan Pharmacy and Nutrition Students Society. Through the USSU and SPNSS, Alexa contributed as a student member to various college faculty committees and represented the students on the university council as well. Alexa entered the College of Pharmacy and Nutrition in 2014 and has been an outstanding student in all years of her program. She has received numerous scholarships and awards, and she receives her degree with great distinction. Alexa hopes to pursue a career that will allow her to align this degree with her love of preventative medicine and her passion for rural and Indigenous health. Alexa is very grateful to all the support her professors, Practicum coordinator, preceptors, classmates, family, and friends have provided over the past 4 years. I'm sure her parents, sisters, grandparents, and godparents are particularly proud of her academic accomplishments, as we certainly are. Please offer great congratulations to Alexa. Take care. You bet.
Chancellor Romano, President Stoichev, Honorary Doctorate, Dr. Petty. I am pleased to invite Elizabeth Hogewide on stage for this, our recipient of the Lindsay Gold Medal in Medicine. It's my pleasure to tell you a little about Elizabeth and the College of Medicine's Lindsay Gold Medal recipient. She was born in Prince Albert, and she was involved in dance and performing arts and spent her summers at Waskesiu Lake. She moved to Saskatoon after high school and spent 3 years as an undergraduate student in the College of Kinesiology. In the summer, she worked as a research assistant with Dr. Corey Tomczak, a cardiac exercise physiologist, and this actually led to her role in helping develop a camp for children with congenital heart defects. And she's presented the findings of her project at the American Heart Association Epi Lifestyle Conference in Phoenix, Arizona. Elizabeth moved to Regina in the second year of her MD program to complete her training in the College of Medicine Regina campus. After her second year, an externship in Biggar, Saskatchewan, generated a passion for rural family medicine. That passion grew with further experiences working in Prince Albert, Swift Current, and Moose Jaw. Elizabeth earned a number of awards during her MD studies. In first year, she won the John Hall Wedge Scholarship and Anatomy Award. In second year, a scholarship for the highest overall average in Foundations of Medicine. And after third year, the Sylvia Turner Scholarship in Medicine, awarded based on Elizabeth's cumulative average over her first 3 years in medical school. Elizabeth is matched to her first choice residency program, family medicine in Prince Albert, and is thrilled to be moving back to the city where she has grown up. During the break before starting her residency, sounds fun, she traveled to Panama for a yoga and surf retreat. But I think the more fun's to come for her because on June 16th, she will marry her partner of 6 years. So many significant congratulations are in order. Please join me in acknowledging the College of Medicine Lindsay Gold Medalist, Elizabeth Hogaway.
Eminent Chancellor, Platform Party, colleagues, guests, it's my pleasure to present to you our Veterinary Medicine Gold Medalist for 2018, Dr. Jessica Paravicini. The Western College of Veterinary Medicine Faculty Gold Medal is the highest honor the college can bestow. The college's faculty awards this medal to the graduating student who has shown the highest proficiency in the science and the art of veterinary medicine during the 4 years of study toward the Doctor of Veterinary Medicine degree. Jessica grew up in the beautiful town of Qualicum Beach on Vancouver Island, BC, where her family had an acreage with a wide variety of animals. Pursuing a career in veterinary medicine seemed like a perfect combination for her interest in medicine and her love of working with animals. She studied at Vancouver Island University and received a Bachelor of Science degree with a major in biology prior to her acceptance into the Western College of Veterinary Medicine. She was always passionate about horses and spent much of her time with recreational riding. She'll be returning to Vancouver Island to work as a general practitioner at a small animal clinic. She's considering the future possibility of pursuing a specialty within veterinary medicine after spending some time in general practice. Jessica graduates today from the WCVM with great distinction. It's with immense pleasure that on behalf of the faculty of the Western College of Veterinary Medicine, I present our gold medalist, Dr. Jessica Paravicini.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Tony Vanelli. I'm the Provost and VP Academic. I'm here to introduce two medals here that will be awarded to a distinguished scholar from the College of Kinesiology. Just before I begin, I hope you will allow me one indulgence with what has happened today. Is it me or is it anyone else here? Isn't this the most energetic crowd we've ever been in? And I hope you'll join me in applauding for what you've all done. I've been provost at the University of Saskatchewan for a little over 10 months, so I'm new to the university, and I've been in convocations for most of my 35 years as an academic. But there is no convocation like this one, which has brought the energy and enthusiasm and the joy that we are seeing across the stage to share with the parents and family and others up there. If I can be your eyes and ears, you've blown my hearing aids, folks. So I really thank you for that, and it's going to cost me a bit of money. So I really want to thank you for everything you've done. And the graduates, this is a very special group. There are 4 colleges that are represented here today. There are different degrees and diplomas from kinesiology, from pharmacy and nutrition, the College of Medicine, and the Western College of Veterinary Medicine, which actually has students from 4 provinces, from British Columbia, Alberta, Manitoba, and our great province of Saskatchewan. We have students here from all over the world that are graduating today, as Dr. Stoichev mentioned, and with our honored guest, Dr. Petty, talking about what really matters in this world. The degrees that you are achieving are part of a journey. In your professions, you will be doing many journeys through your life, many journeys. I want to look at what Dr. Stoichev and Dr. Petty talked about for just one moment and look at one common thread in looking at it very carefully. In your journey through life, all of you have the aptitude to let the light that is inside each and every one of you come to the front to show the joy that you showed today, every day of your life. And the key, folks, is this. Look at life and deal with it with integrity. Find the courage to deal with the decisions you have to do. Those are the right paths that will continue to bring joy and success. And I wish you all the very best as you go through your life. But remember that it will bring you, I assure you, absolute joy at the end of your life and throughout your life. And that's the most important. Thank you, graduates, for that. Now to the business at hand. It is my pleasure to present our 2018 Governor General's academic medals on behalf of the Governor General, Julie Payette. In 1873, the Governor General, Lord Dufferin, created these academic medals. And now, for more than 145 years, the Governor General's academic medals have recognized the outstanding scholastic achievements of students in this country. Bronze medals are awarded at the secondary school level, silver at the undergraduate level, and gold at the graduate level. Recipients are selected for their academic excellence and have the highest average in their high school or post-secondary institution. The University of Saskatchewan has the opportunity to award 2 gold medals and 2 silver medals. Today we are awarding the last medal, which is a silver medal. It is my pleasure to introduce our silver medal recipient this morning, Molly Rayner from the College of Kinesiology. Molly is graduating today with a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology with a major in Exercise and Sports Studies. As a competitive swimmer and member of the Goldfin Swim Club for 10 years, she qualified for and competed at many swim events across this country, including the Canadian Age Group Nationals and the Western Canadian Championships. She also enjoys running and is currently training to run her first half marathon. Much success with that, Molly. She is an avid traveler and spent a semester during her 3rd year studying at the University of Queensland in Australia as part of the College of Kinesiology's academic exchange program. This summer, she will be exploring England, Ireland, and Portugal. Beginning this fall, Molly will continue her studies at the University of Saskatchewan in the College of Medicine. So we do exchange here between colleges, where she will pursue her goal of becoming a physician. Good for you, Molly. Not only is Molly the recipient of the Governor General's Silver Medal, but she is also receiving today the Kinesiology Dean's Medal for academic excellence and performing at the highest level in her studies. And I would like to invite Dean Chad London to come up with me. This medal in Kinesiology Dean's Medal is awarded each year to the graduate with the highest academic average. And what we will do is Dr. London will first present Molly with that medal, and I will present her the silver medal, and then we join to present both medals. So you really get to win here today, okay? So please join me in congratulating Molly on her outstanding performance.
Could I direct your attention to the video screen for a message from the University of Saskatchewan Alumni Association?
Well, President Stoichev and distinguished front table platform guests, I guess is the right thing to do, ladies and gentlemen and graduates, this brings our convocation ceremony for this morning to a close. But before we do, I'd like to briefly thank a number of people who played a very important part. First, Darren Olerking and the University Wind Orchestra, one of the great orchestras around. Our vocalist, Angela Urichanine. Angela does a wonderful job. Our drum group, the Buffalo Boys Productions. Our traditional knowledge keeper, Henry Gardapi. Henry, there you are. Our sign language interpreter, Ann Websdale. Right there. And of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't make reference and thanks to the teams from the Convocation Office and the Office of the University of Secretary, all of whom play such an important role in making these ceremonies a success. Now finally, okay. Finally now, a brief word to the graduates. Graduates, you have studied hard to earn your degree, and we all wish you, I wish you, continued success throughout your lives, both personally and professionally. Congratulations and well done. It is my hope that thanks to your precious experience here at this great university, your education has prepared you to meet some of our challenges, of which there are many, but challenges such as how to make art that transforms people's perspectives, or how to protect a human right, or how to write a poem that explains the feeling of loss or joy, how to ensure that food production demands are met, just to name a whole list of things that this university studies and deals with. Or if you will, to sum all this up this way, how to design and work for a just state. Earning your degree will show you value for a lifetime to come, and the education you have received from this university, the University of Saskatchewan, has prepared you to meet these challenges head on. So follow your dreams, because that's where you will find your true passion. And in the end, that's what we want for each graduate of the University of Saskatchewan. Congratulations to all, and to all who accompanied our graduates today. Thank you very much for being here. Is this microphone on? Yes. Now, just for a brief final word in closing, I ask that you remain at your seats until the platform party has left the stage. And once again, thanks to everybody for making this such a memorable convocation session.